Good afternoon, good morning, good evening from wherever you are. I'm greeting as per the location where you people are. Now, my talk today is about relocating to Germany. Quite a number of people have always wished to relocate to Germany. Now, before I go on, I just wish to request that anybody who is watching this video, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, so that, and that notification bell, you should also not forget it, so that anytime that I post any video, you be one amongst the first people to receive them. Thank you very much for being my fans. Now, have you ever even one time thought even coming to Germany? There are different ways one can use to come to Germany. Now, first of all, there is visiting. Now, when I talk of visiting, you might be having somebody who wishes to invite you to come as a visitor to Germany. And normally, this person has to send for you invitation, and there are processes that one goes through to invite somebody to come to Germany. And just to inform you, it is always very, very important that after the visit, you go back to your country of origin, so that when it comes to a time when this same person who invited you wants to invite another person, gets a chance to, or may not, you are failing to go back to your country of origin may not cause this person who invited you any problem. Now, that is one. Secondly, somebody can come as an asylum seeker. Well, when it comes to this point of seeking asylum, it is not easy as maybe some people might think. Now, first of all, it involves money, cost. You have to pay these agents. Some agents, I don't know who the agents are because I've never involved myself into that. You have to pay the agents some money to bring you here. And then, apart from that one, you are going to be given a very short duration to start ways of your asylum seeking. Normally, I think, as I hear people say, it's about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I think so, something like that. And imagine now that you're in a strange country, and then you want to start looking for where and how to start seeking the asylum, which might take you either too long, or chances are that you might meet with the policemen who are doing control. They normally do control, asking people for their documents. You don't have the right documents. Maybe you've already overstayed in Germany. So the chances of you being repatriated back to your country of origin are just very, very high. So, well, there are people who have come using this way of asylum seeking, and they have succeeded, but in normal circumstances, it takes quite too long. Now, the other one is about coming here as a student. Now, when I talk of coming here as a student, well, you can be a student in different ways. There are those who want to come here learning the language, the German language. You have to get somebody that you know that is going to, first of all, to host you, to invite you, to host you, and to pay for you the course that you're going to learn, after which chances are that you might be going back to your country of origin before you decide maybe to come to seek residence here in Germany. Then apart from that one, there is also those students, he wants to go to the university. Let me just put it to the university. Well, there are chances where one can come using that. It is also not very, very difficult. The only thing that one needs to know is that you first of all need to get the university or the college that you want to go to. That is one. Secondly, you need to get somebody who is going to sponsor you for your course, who is going to stand in for to pay for your course. That is secondly. Then thirdly, how are you going to sustain yourself during this time when you are here as a student? So this is something that somebody has to think about before you decide you want to come to Germany as a student. Then next, there's also the job opportunity. Now, when it comes to these job opportunities, you can go to the internet, and in most cases here there are jobs with people who have got skills, not non-skilled jobs. Now, when you have some skills, let's say for example you've gone to college and already where you are in your country of origin, you have some skills, you can apply for a job. You just go to the internet. There are different channels that somebody can look for. Let's say Stepstone. We also have the Indeed.com and many others also. You can just go there and then you look for the job that you think that you're skilled in, and then you apply. You can be lucky to get a company that is looking for people to come and fill in maybe the chances that they have in their companies. This one is coming to Germany using a job. Now, apart from that one, there are those who would wish to come in as nurses. Now, when you want to come in as a nurse, first of all, the most important thing is that you have to learn language. Now, this language, we have different levels of language. We have what is known as A1, which here in Germany it is called A1. Then the most basic. Then we have the A2. Then apart from that one, if you go to the next level, we have B1 or B1, and then you have B2 or B2. Now, especially if you want to you want to come and work as a nurse, you have to learn language up to this level. Now, why is it that you have to learn this language up to that level? Now, take a situation whereby you are in the hospital and you are dealing with a patient. This patient is one person who doesn't know any language apart from German. How are you going to communicate to this patient? It is very, very important. So that is the reason why they insist that anybody who is coming here to work as a nurse has to have a language level up to B2. Or if possible, if you can learn it up to maybe a level higher than this B2, it could also be very, very good, because now you'll be in a position to communicate very, very easily with those people that you're working with and the patients that you're going to be taking care of. This is very, very important. Now, apart from that one, there are those people who come here to work as the ones who are taking care of the old people. Now, these people, these people, if you want to come in such a way, you also have to learn language, and it is also it is just like in the nursing area, with the nursing, where you have to learn the language up to minimum of B2, which is called B2. So the reasons as to why I've just already explained to you. You are working with these people who are when you're working with the old people, especially in these old homes. There are some of them who have got some disease. Illness, and in fact I cannot explain further. But the most important thing is that you can be in a position to communicate with these people. Now, apart from that one, there are those who can come with the ECE, that is Early Childhood Education level, visa. Now, Early Childhood Education is also very easy to come with, and you also have to learn language, because you are going to communicate, you're going to deal with children. children are those who just can't speak any other language apart from the mother tongue or the mother language that they know, and that is German. So you have to learn German. So we have these chances. Now, the advantages of coming here, first of all, with a job visa, or maybe coming to learn as with nursing, or maybe the ECE, learning early childhood. There are chances that if you're somebody who is a family person, you are a man with your wife and children. Okay, when I talk of family, I don't include your sister, your mother, your father, your sisters and brothers. It is the nuclear family, and the nuclear family, that is your wife or your husband, child or children. You can find chances of relocating with them to this place. So once you've gotten your visa and you know that you can work, you can come here, you can either decide, me as the wife who is going there, or me as the mother who is going there, I can decide leave my children back at home with the father, so that I come here and establish first before I call in the rest of my family. Or the father who is coming here can also do the same. But in normal circumstances, there are chances that you can relocate with the whole family, especially compared to those people who will have given you that chance to come and learn that nursing, or maybe the early childhood education, or something like that. So it is not very difficult coming to Germany, but it is also not as easy as maybe one might think of it. Now, when it comes to relocating to Germany, just as I have said, learning language is very, very, very important. Well, those people who can come, who might get a chance to come with a job visa, there are companies that are taking people who have learned languages other than German, maybe the French-speaking people, the English-speaking people, or maybe the Arab-speaking people, so that when you arrive here is when you start getting ways of learning your German. But it is very, very important that when you relocate to Germany, you need to get to learn that language, because it is the only means, the main means of communication here. Everything that you're going to do, even if you'll be working where you're working with the language that you've come with from your country, the French-speaking people, the English-speaking people. But a point will come that you're going to need to get to know that Germany, or you're going to use that Germany, that German, or not Germany, German. Now, you want to go to the supermarket. When you go to the supermarket, those people that you find there, or even, first of all, not the people, the items that you find that you're going to get there, they are all written in German. If you can't learn, then if you can't read them, then maybe you might end up picking a wrong item. So at least the basics, the German basics are very, very important, so that maybe with time you are going to get a way that you're going to improve your German. So that learning German is very, very important before or during the time when one wants to relocate to Germany. Now, when it comes to seeking as a student, as I've said, you need to go to the internet and look for those universities or colleges that can accept you in as a student, and which faculty that you want to go to. And the most important is who is going to stand in for you. That means the person who is going to sponsor you, right from inviting you and taking care of you, like where you'll be staying, or who is going to be paying for you the hostel, or where you're going to stay, who is going to to take care of you when it comes to your upkeep. This is very, very important. So, in case anybody has any question, you are very, very welcome. You just you can just inbox me or get a way of how you're going to get me, and I'm going to explain further. Then apart from that one, coming to Germany, there is also what is known as family reunion. Now, what does it mean when I talk of family reunion? Now, family reunion, you find that there are people who meet on the website, or maybe a German woman or maybe a German man visited your country. You got to know one another, and then a time comes that maybe either you have already registered in your country, you want to come and join your spouse. Now, this one is also very, very possible. There are people who have come using these means, the family reunion. Or you find that a parent, either a mother or a father, had already relocated to Germany before through the marriage, and she or he wants to bring in the children, or the children who are left back in Africa, or whichever country that you're coming from. It is very, very important. It is very, very possible. You have got chances to bring in the rest of the remaining family back at home using this family reunion, and it is very, very possible. Sorry, as I think I've said that before. So we have the job, we have students, that is, you're coming here as a student. We have the nursing, coming as working in the hospital or working with the old people in the old people's homes. We have the chances of coming here to learn as in the early childhood, visiting, or the asylum seeking. Now, when it comes to asylum seeking, there are some countries that are not allowed to seek asylum, especially here in Europe. So first of all, before you think of coming to seek for asylum, you need to get to know, is my country of origin allowed to come and seek asylum here in Germany? Now, I've seen instances where people have come to Germany to seek asylum. Well, they are already in the camps, in the asylum camps, but they stay there for quite too long. Now, reasons as to why: because their countries of origin does not or do not qualify for asylum seeking, of which eventually you might even find that these people will be repatriated back to their country. Now, get to know first of all if your country is a country where asylum seekers are allowed to come to Germany. Now, in case you're coming as an asylum seeker, I need to first of all to elaborate on that. Be somebody who is very open, and first of all, the documents that you hold also need to be legit. Now, why am I talking about that? I know of instances where you find that somebody comes to Germany in whichever way that they come. Well, there are those people who come here in very dubious ways. Now, you end up to these asylum seekers camps. When you get there, there are questions that they're going to ask you. From which country are you? How old are you? And first of all, which country, and mostly they ask about which country you're coming from. Now, you find that there are instances that some people even cheat with the country that you're coming from. You're coming from Kenya, you're coming from Uganda, but you cheat that you're coming from Tanzania. Now, if they find that Tanzania is a country that is not qualified to, people are not qualified to seek asylum, chances of you being repatriated are very, very high. Now, you are somebody who is coming from the neighboring country, and then you're saying that you're coming from the other country. Imagine you being repatriated to a country that is not yours. Okay? Now, being somebody who talks what is right can earn you a lot of advantages of you remaining here for that asylum seeking. So you have to come here with your right documents. If it is your passport, you need to have it. If it's your identity card, you need to have it. In fact, mostly there are these two items, because when you have your passport, it's going to give the details of where you're coming from, your age, and all that. Their photocopy, your photos are also there. Or if you don't have, okay, some people come here, they say that they don't have the passport. Questions are, how did you travel from whichever country that you're coming from, and you arrived here in Germany? So you find that it is very, very important to have that document. So in case anybody has any question that you need to ask about relocation to Germany, please just feel free and contact me. There are those that maybe I might not talk here, especially if I may, I don't want to elaborate on that. There are those that we might not even talk here. I can talk with you one-on-one and explain to you how you can relocate here in a much better and easier way, and in fact, not very expensive way to relocate to Germany. Otherwise, I just leave you with that. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and that notification bell, please just ring it for more of this kind of videos to come. Otherwise, I wish you a nice time. There are more that I'm going to talk about relocation to Germany. So especially watch it to the end. You are going to find it much more informative. You're going to get much more information on how you can relocate to Germany. Thank you very much, and especially thank you for being my fans. Have a nice time.